Japan has a many further natural disasters over history of time, remember that flash flood and earthquakes in 2011, and that typhoon Hagibis last year in 2019 had a major disaster history for this so far for this. But drivers will come out here to see, the fans are coming out to see their driver Kamui Kobayashi, hoping to try to take the victory here in Suzuka. Hello everybody, my name is James Rawlings, as known as the James Gaming JC on YouTube, and welcome everybody to the Japanese Grand Prix race at the Suzuka circuit in Japan. Now, it's been a disaster qualifier for this so far for this, but this time though, we're making the track more easy because we updated the track yesterday, and this time now, we're going to use the first time we're going to use these flags for do the whole race for the whole season. After qualifying, we had to put some updates on the track so far for this. So drivers need to be very careful when they're going to turn 9. But unfortunately, that was not being fixed to the finish. But hopefully, that will change part for this in the race so far. But actually, I think we're going to move drivers out of the way actually. So we might put that. I think the other driver might push somebody off during non-qualifying. Anyway, that's okay. But anyway, at the hairpin at turn 11, we have put a red barrier protector there, so none of the driver could go off the track previously. Or some driver will go off the hairpin there to be out of the race. As a main mode, we go out for Japan. But the furthest way will be completely going around for like hundreds and hundreds of times, or maybe not for that forever. So now let's take a look at the starting grid for today's Japanese Grand Prix, but we're not in the Austrian Grand Prix anymore. It's a fantastic good lap from Kurin Chanda. With 55 seconds, he's on pole position ahead of the starting manager. Kamui Kobayashi starts second place in his home Grand Prix. Patador as the championship leaders in third place ahead of Robert Kubica in fourth. Masters in fifth place of fourth. Wolf, Vitali, Petra and Kubica do really well to get loaded in second place in the Constructors' Championship. Kovalainen is next up, then Butter was the only one now, and all the drivers done for the last few rows for this. Hamilton was 9th, and then Schumacher 10th. Rosberg set up the tour, but Fellows went off a turn 9 and started to trip behind his teammate Webber. Alonso's 40 days, both of the wins in 15 and 16, both of the 4 of Saturn and losing in 17th and 18th. Both of the tours were next up, and then it's Trulli and then Bruno in the next 11th row. And the further back is the both versions of Timo Glock and Lucas Dugard. They failed to set lap time in, and unfortunately, only just about 17 out of possible 24 drivers who didn't set up Toto in qualifying. Okay, for the first time this year, guys, we're going to use these flags. A green flag, a red flag, a checker flag, and a yellow flag for using it where we use it for this track so far for this. So, we're about to get ready to go. Here in Japan, in Suzuka. On pole position is Karun Chanda. Second place is Kamui Kobayashi, and that is Pedro Lawson, the championship leader though. As everyone, I'll get ready for the 5 red lights. It's going to be the little lights on the Allen lamps because we didn't do that for the yesterday's when we did test the test. So let's begin this race. We got 5 red lights, and I can't see anything, but they are now. When they go out, they're out now, and the Japanese Grand Prix is a go. As everyone made a good start there, so everybody else completely goes well to the first corner very easily so far indeed. I think everybody made it for the first corner without making it instant. Yet they have. Chad's leading from Doros in second place as everybody gets for the first few corners easily so far. What an excellent start there as we can see what is going in the current silence so far. As everybody, oh my goodness me. We have a huge pile up so far on the first lap of the race as we got 5 drivers off the track, and I think we're gonna I think we're gonna have a safety car. So safety car is gonna be deployed, so drivers will have to go through that. Schumacher, oh my goodness, Schumacher too has just jumped off the circuit. Does pretty well. Somebody made it through. I will enter the second lap away now as we go through the circuit itself. So hopefully it will be pretty well to everybody else going through there. As the safety car is completely going to take everybody off on track now. So hopefully drivers are okay so far. We had about 5 cars away so far for this so far. safety car will be coming out on the track right now. So, and he will be out now. So there he goes. Hopefully, he'll be doing better for this so far. But how this will affect the championship so far for this? So we go on to. As we're going to the third lap now, so we're on to lap 3 already. So how this race going pretty totally go well, and hopefully not bad for this. We need to make this a bit more of this so far, but who's currently leading so far? I don't know who is leading so far after this. First 2 laps completed so far of this Japanese Grand Prix. We're back in now. 6 o'clock has just gone past now, and the Japanese Grand Prix is got underway completely well. So many more to come. The safety car is completely still out on track so far, as we can see a lot of cars going off the track so far. Petrol has gone off as well. There's a lot of traded cars for this so far, and I think we're good. So there's yellow flags out so far, but we can't. But I don't think there's a bit. It's a red flag, red flag, red flag. The race is going to be stopped. Pretty not good for that so far. The red flag has come out, guys. So drivers are going to have to come around to the circuit and hurry pull into the pit lane, and hopefully we'll get this race back to have a restart so far for this. So the race is potentially red flagged, so the drivers are going to have to come into the pit so far. Safety car will come in as well, so that's something the rest of the drivers are in the pit so far. But actually, safety car's just gone through. What the hell? It should be going. Should everywhere going through this so far, but have a go. Pretty so well if everywhere goes through there. But let's see. Is everyone going into the pits or not? Not sorted yet. No, they're going through. But August Joy has made it into the pit so far, so pretty not sure right there. Butter has stopped as well. The red flag has completely stopped me. The race has been suspended. Means we had to have another restart for this. So who's currently leading so far? It is who is still leading so far? I think it's Weber leads from Chandler. Then it's Kubica. 4th place is Coverline. There's Truly. I think Argo is always Spurs 6th. Argo is always 3rd. Hogwarts 8th and Bremy 9th. And Butter will be 10th. And the rest of the driver will have to come back to the pits for this. Oh darn it! I think everybody is going through for this. We're gonna have a restart. And unfortunately, Suzuka's car is permanently damaged, and so is Petrol's car. So both of these drivers are not going to be able to continue. So the rest of the 22 driver will be going. We will have a restart so far, and Vettel's car will be probably get the car prepared just before the restart. Finally, we've fixed it up for the next few minutes so far for this. So everybody else are on the grid, on the green light so far, and the restart time will be at 6:12 p.m. So hopefully all the drivers are ready to go, as Weber will be the first one to lead them off. So hopefully, as all the drivers are preparing to get ready to go, the race will probably get back on the way. There the other racers, and the race is properly underway as Weber wins. Oh, Chandler's gone off already, as that is going to be requiring a safety car for this. So the yellow flags are going to come out so far for this. So Changduk is out of the race so far, completely well so far for this. Yellow flags are out again. Means we'd have to get the safety car out so far for this, so far for that. And we begin on laps, and we're on to lap 6 of the possible 24 laps of this racing here in Japan, guys. And we think we've got more drivers going on. And who is that? Is that someone off the track so far? For this? Oh, that's Alonso. I don't think he has enough so far for the Spaniard. I think he's broken down. So, unfortunately, he's at the race. And that is his championship leader, Pedro Dolorosa. He's also out too. Not good, as the Sauber driver, the championship leader, is out of it, and so did Fernando Alonso. They're both out of the race so far. Not good for that. And that is Buemi, and that is Vettel. As that, they're also out too, so, or at least some of the driver might put Vettel up, but Buemi is out of the way, guys. Safety car is on track right now, as as we got Rosberg. I think he's got slow. I think the car's got a problem, so I think he's got a technical issue for the car. So unfortunately, Nico is out of the race so far. So disappointing day for both Mercedes. Schumacher's out. We're destroying car as Rosberg's got a technical issue, and that's both Mercedes out of the race. As the other drivers are completely going in the race so far. Trulli's now leading the race so far. Hamilton's doing the race so far. Oh, it's just stopped. So it's going to be Hulkenberg too. No, Hamilton gets going again. But I don't think we have seen yellow flags of this. It's a red flag, red flag, red flag. Race is going to be stopped. Race is going to be suspended. And I think they're going to be coming at the end of this lap so far. Oh, that is Mark Webber in the Red Bull. Oh, he didn't hit the barriers a bit so far. So Webber, I think that's game over for him for Red Bull Racing. Red Bull is out of the race already. He finished the next 4th in the USA, but 40 he's not going to finish the gate in Japan. So Trulli is the current leader so far, and the drivers are making their way to the pit lane so far. The safety car is going to join them too, so hopefully all the drivers are going back to the pits already so far. So all the drivers are completely going to try to clean up the car so far for this so far. But Webber will be able, but Mark Webber will be able to continue the race so far. As that, that's Kamu Kobayashi. I think he has stopped for this particular so far, but I think he wanted to stop there because the race has been stopped. So race has been stopped now, but we're on lap 11 now, the possible 24 laps now. We'll have another restart, guys, and hopefully there'll be more corners will not be so far for this. Webber will be able to continue the race. So Lucy's is going on the track so far. The grass, I think his car is badly wrecked so far, so unfortunately he won't be able to continue the race so far. So the grass is out of race already. Oh, there's someone's on the track. That's a McLaren. That is Jenson Button has gone under the circuit. So unfortunately, he's going to be out too. So unfortunately, Button is not going to make the start of the next restart for this. He's out of the race already. So we can see who's currently leading so far. We had Trulli in the lead so far. We have so Vettel's currently a lap down, so we'll be able to not be joining the race. Glock is in third ahead of Hamilton. Then it's Hulkenberg in fifth. Sixth, not the sixth. Second was Ferrari. Then it's Massa, Trulli, Satu, Barrichello. Then it's Luzzi will be 11th, but he's not currently in that down though so far. There will be Kobayashi in P12. 13th will be Bruno Senna when he will come around here. Means we're going to leave with just 13 drivers in the race so far, and only just 10 will hopefully survive for this so far. So everybody else are comfortably on this race so far, and I think Senna, where is Bruno Senna? He's still out there so far. But was he able to come into the pit so far? Or are we gonna? We're coming on lap 11 so far, the possible 24 laps now so far. But would Senna will come into pits this time round? If he doesn't come in, he will be disqualified. Oh, no, he isn't. Unfortunately, he didn't come to a pit so far. So unfortunately, Bruno Senna has been. Yeah, Bruno Senna has been disqualified, like his father Ayrton Senna did. So Bruno Senna has been disqualified from this race. So unfortunately, he's gonna be out too. So we're gonna have another restart. So hopefully, the track will be clear so far. So hopefully, how this will fix this so far for this. There's green lights. Means the track is now clear now. So hopefully, Joy gets on the way. Unfortunately, Webber and Alonso are out, but there's teammates over. Vettel is coming in lap down, so he'll be winning the race in 12th place so far. So hopefully, how the drivers will do so far. We're on to lap 11 and possible 24 laps so far for this. What is 75% of 24? So lap 18 will be the 75% and 4 points will be awarded. So the race is going to get restarted. So Trulli is ready to go. And he will lead up the field. Actually, I think they're stuck so far, but hopefully they'll make a move so far. We need to see. There we go. Need to move all the drivers out the way. And there we go. As ever, I've gone out the pits so far, so hopefully they'll get their car to the end of the race so far for them. I think Trilly had gone off so far for that from the restart there, guys. Well, hopefully we'll get it back on the race so far as Vettel will lead them off there, but he's currently a lap down so far. So hopefully he will still be a lap down so far. So hopefully he's got a lot to catch a nut to do. But Vettel leads off now, but unfortunately he's in lap down. Means that it's going for Glock, Trilly and Hamilton. And it's Hulkenberg P4 so far. 5th is Alguersuari. 6th is going to be, hopefully, it's going to be, so it's Kobayashi, Becca, Kobayashi, and Sato. All of them are looking for them points so far for this race so far. We're halfway through the race so far on lap 12 now. As Kovalivan, I think he has stopped on circuit, and I think he's going to be the next car out of the race so far. So hopefully, none of this will happen for this race so far for that. As Fella's gone off 2. As there's a lot of training of cars. Massa's off 2. Alguersuari has stopped. But will the other driver push them down too? Well, they have pushed Massa 2. 52 Lucy has gone off 2. As that's Robbie Kubica. He has gone off the circuit 2 as well. So hopefully he's going to be next car to be out so far. But Vettel is currently doing the race so far. But he's going to be a lap down so far. So hopefully we can make it to the halfway. We can make it to the halfway through Mars. We want to lap 30 out of the 24 laps so far. If we don't make it halfway, means we're gonna have to race. Means the race is not gonna be restarted. So hopefully, clock's leading so far from Trilly, then Hulkenberg so far for this, and we're gonna go on board Nico Hulkenberg for Williams. And we can see how he's gonna see on his look field now. Pointing the field so far. See everybody else going up so far for this. Pretty excellent road so far for this, but Hulkenberg is winning P4 so far, so hopefully he needs to get about one more position before he gets to the podium position, but that is not going to be very hard to be here in Suzuka so far for this for Hulkenberg so far. Who's currently in 5th place so far? It's Alguersuari in 5th. 6th is going to be very close indeed, but it's Massa ahead of Kobayashi. Barrichello has also gone off circuit so far for this, so... And we're coming on to lap 14 away now, I think. And there's another 4 laps until we can reach to the full mark of 25 points so far for this. So hopefully, as everybody else will hopefully might get another. There's Kobayashi, the homemade driver. Kobayashi is off 2. So hopefully he's the next car to be out of the race so far. So disappointment day for Kobayashi. Not a good day so far for this. Excellent indeed for that. And hopefully how this one goes pretty well in the bag so far for this. So, we're probably need to get a lot more laps to go. Fella's off 2. I think he's going to be the next car to be out. I think he's currently in the points so far. Because all the drivers went off the circuit so far for this. So he will be in the points so far. Glock is leading so far. So unfortunately, this race is going to... But he's still leading from Trilly. And then it's Hulkenberg in 1st. Hamilton has gone off 2. Well, actually, he's not. He's still going in the race so far for this. As we can see a lot of cars on lap 15 away now. So hopefully we could get to the 75% mark, and hopefully we get the full maximum points so far for this. So Vettel will be doing the points so far, so hopefully we can get this race pretty well on the race so far. Trilly's still in the race so far from Glock. Both of them will start at the back of the rubber, now they're leading the race so far. Trilly's off race so far, as Glock makes his way into the lead of the race so far. As this race is going to come to a close at the end of the few race. So one's lap 50 at the possible 24 laps so far. There's Drew trying to push Trilly off the track. His teammate Kovalai is over there, so hopefully both of these drivers will not have a double retirement so far. Kovalai is already out so far, so hopefully we're going to have 10 drivers at the end of the race so far. Hulkenberg has gone off, so Suzuki's in 2nd place so far. Massa's in 3rd ahead of Hulkenberg, and it's Hamilton in 5th so far for this, but we're coming to Kobayashi is back on track now, but unfortunately where the position is going to be. But where they're not leaving the position right now. Glock is in the lead so far, means we only got about one more lap before we reach to the 75% mark, and the race will be red flagged. That's the rule for this. So remember, guys, lap 18, it's 70. Means that 75% of the race is now completed now, and 4 points for this. Massa's gone off 2. Massa has stopped on circuit, and there is Vettel. Offers ready, so the race is completely unrelated, but the safety car is not going to come out again so far for this, as Team Glock will reach this to the And we get the 4 points to the markets as Kobayashi is still in the race so far already. So far, Massa was running the race in third. As where is Glock? As the Prix, he's going to win this race. He's going to try and get a second win of the year so far. As we still get a yellow flag as Glock comes around and going to lap 80 now. Now we reached the full 75% so far. And there is the red flag. The race has been stopped. One excellent that was so far for this. I mean, that's Timo Glock is the winner of this race, guys, here in Japan, guys. An excellent race for so far for the results for this race. So I think Hamilton made it through past. I think Hamilton was a lap down. So Suzuka gets second place by the end of the race. The race is not going to be resumed. Hamilton was a lap down so far. Hulkenberg was a lap down so far for this. So I think Kobayashi. So Hulkenberg, it will be on the podium because he will be facing third. Kobayashi, I think he's finished the race in fifth. Well, he's actually finished the race in fifth place so far for this. But Timo Glock is your race winner. And I forgot to close the pit lanes so far for this. Sorry about that, guys. So hopefully the race is coming to a close now. And there is everybody pretty in the pit so far. I mean, the race is not good to be restarted. I mean, the race has been finished. We reached us 475% on lap 18 now, and the race has been stopped on lap 19 now. And only just about 6 laps left to the end of the race, but that was a crazy race at the end of the race. And there you go, guys. This is the final result of the race, guys. That is Timo Glock who wins the race for third. Had the age was at 2. Nico Hulkenberg third. Had Lewis Hamilton. Had Alguersuari fifth. Kobayashi sixth. Massa got 7th. Had Barrichello. 9th went to Trulli, and Vettel got the last point in 10th place for Red Bull races. That's a crazy, excellent, crazy end to the race. But we managed to get the full 75% of the race so far out of possible 100. But we got 4 points already so far for that. Petrol was still lead, but that win in Japan means that Timo Glock is now closing down with just 4 rounds to go. Petrol is doing third place so far in the Drivers' Challenge with Suzuka Exodus facing Exodus in second place like he did in USA and moving to 4th place. Chadwick is in 5th place behind Alonso, who now got the tie with his fellow mate Hagmi Alguersuari. Well, this is Suzuka both tied with 43 points each. Sabo's still in the championship still so far, but the Kobayashi has got some points so far in his home race. Well, first and next good weekend for them, I mean they will close it down to try to snatch the championship and the Drivers' Championship. For Suzuka moved on to third, while Todd was moved ahead of Reynolds and Fiala, both tied on points now with 75.5. While McLaren moved up to 8 just behind Mercedes and Red Bull just behind. And there we go, guys. This is what we're looking for this, guys. That's Timo Glock's second win of the year so far for this. Edwards to his second place finish. Or actually, this is the third one here. It's actually for him. And Nico Hulkenberg in further. So we have 3. So for the first time ever, guys, we have 3 Germans and we have 3 German flags on the podium. That means we're now going to be listening to the German and British national anthems for that. Oh, one day goes the trophy. It was supposed to be going to Team O'Clock though, but that's okay though. But he gets this trophy, was made by Nutrigo to get the Circle Glow trophy. That was pretty exclusive for this for Team O'Clock in Japan. Well, that is pretty much it for this crazy race here in Japan in other Suzuka circuit, guys. Until next time, guys, we'll be in South Korea at the Toronto circuit, which will be in Canada, but actually will be the Korean Grand Prix. So we'll see you next time in Korea, guys. So hopefully it will be an execute race for that so far. Until then, next time, guys, we'll see you next time. Goodbye! Konnichiwa out, guys.